When you look beyond things, you don't need opportunities. You just need to understand how the system works. The most powerful question for those who have understood this is, do you need opportunities? Have the courage to say no. You don't need opportunities, you are the opportunity. Don't you see it? You're not creating opportunities, so you think you need them. No, you don't. What you really need is to access environments. If you access environments, what will happen? Opportunities will arise. It's interesting to note that all existing energy can be transformed. If you have even a basic understanding of environments, you don't need someone to give you anything. God has already given you everything. God gave the sun, and there are people harnessing energy from the sun, right? God gave the wind, and people are using it to generate power. God has given everything you can imagine. The problem is that you don't know how to use it. You're waiting for an opportunity, or you need to see the opportunity. For instance, people ask me, Marcel, do you think I can start a business in which field? No one needs to start a business. A person needs to create a winning product. The big dilemma for those wanting to start a business is asking, what type of business should I open? All businesses are the same. You need a product. And you say, but someone has to tell me what product to create. No. You need to test. So, write this down. No one has to give you anything. You need to test everything. Sometimes, you find a business that seems excellent and think you found the solution. Why don't you keep testing? Most people don't succeed because they test something that works partially and stick with it. What you need to do throughout your life is to keep testing. If I offer you a job paying 1 million reais to perform a role in my company, has anyone here dreamed of becoming a billionaire? Raise your hand. If you want to reach a billion in a linear fashion, it's simple. Start earning 1 million per month for 83 years and for months. Let's see if it's correct. 1 million times 83 years and for months to reach a billion. If I find you a job paying 1 million per month, it will take 83 years to reach that goal. But if you compound that 1 million with 1% interest per month and invest progressively, you can achieve that result much faster than 83 years. Now, if you start creating your own opportunities, sit at important tables, resonate at the right frequency, test things, multiply talents, and explore opportunities, you might achieve this in 10 years or even in 5. One of the most inspiring stories encountered was Jeff Bezos's. He became a multimillionaire at 34. What is impressive is the difference between 83 years linearly and 20 years progressively with compound interest. He went from a multimillionaire to a billionaire in just 2 years by creating an ecosystem with more than 30 companies around his main business. This made me realize that the secret is not in the product but in the environment, technique, the tests you perform, and what you do after achieving your goal. Jeff started by selling books. What's different about that? Nothing. But he was sued by the largest bookstores in the US and nearly went bankrupt. He then sought other means and diversify. I faced problems with banks, so I left banking and decided to create my own. I held an event and lost 200,000 reais because all my tickets were cancelled. I decided to create my own online event company, EVX. I noticed I was paying high taxes on another platform and created my own. The following year, I saved millions of reais. Every adversity I faced led me to create something new. No one gave me the opportunity to do this. Most people were against it. Nevertheless, I kept testing and creating. And today, I have a platform with thousands of users without even advertising. Every obstacle was an opportunity to innovate. And it makes no sense to stop here. What matters is continuing to test and explore. Sometimes you think you need an opportunity. In reality, you need to see yourself, understand the environment, visualize the future, and test and create something new. It's about testing everything, without relying on a single thing to succeed. If I had limited myself to just one thing, I would only be an MIP trainer for the rest of my life. But within MIP, I began to connect with people and created new opportunities. If I focused only on a single business, thinking my job was just training, I would be limited. But my business is buying properties, building, finding land, entrepreneurial ventures, and investing in tech companies. My business, it is whatever I want. Many people think that opportunity is someone giving them a chance outside of what they already do. No one will give you that opportunity. Someone might offer you a job as a doorman or to drive a car because there's no one else to do it. But no one will offer you the chance to fly in a private jet. You need to create your own opportunities. Opportunities given are often a consolation for those in need. I'm inviting you to change your mindset. No one needs to give you opportunities, you must create them. For over 15 years, I haven't been waiting for someone to give me opportunities. I've realized that opportunities given are like a comfort for those who are merely surviving. I've offered jobs to homeless people, and often they didn't accept. Those who need a given opportunity usually don't want it. Tell yourself that you don't need opportunities. If you wait for the government to solve your problems, you'll always be frustrated. Instead of complaining, be twice as energetic. If you decide to start a business with a 40% tax rate, you should have studied the tax burden first. To enter successful businesses, you need to understand fiscal intelligence. If you haven't studied, pay someone who has. Your failed attempts are not due to a lack of opportunities, but to a lack of preparation. Jorge Paulo Lemann, one of the richest men in Brazil, was being expelled from Harvard. His family spoke to him, showing that he was wasting a huge opportunity. He had access to the world's richest families and was squandering it. After that, he leveraged those connections and capitalized on the environment. You don't need opportunities, you need capitalization. Sometimes you may never reach certain people directly, but you can associate with someone who will take you to them. For example, I had the opportunity to have breakfast with one of the world's top startup investors, thanks to our partner Christian Barbosa. It's not always about selling but about connecting. Because of that connection, we managed to expand our business to California. Often, what we do is not just for money but for the connection and the new opportunities that arise from it. What I want you to understand is that not everyone believes this at first, especially on the internet. Many people don't grasp this approach, but it's crucial to change your mindset and understand that opportunities are created by us. Many believe they need opportunities to advance, but the real key is having a clear vision of your destination and knowing the direction to take. Vision is where you want to go, and direction is the path you take. Sometimes, you need to adjust your course, avoid obstacles, and recalculate your route, but having a final goal in mind is crucial. Imagine you're sailing. The route isn't always straight. Sometimes you need to adjust your course to better catch the wind. Similarly, in life, you need to be flexible and ready to change direction when necessary. Now, think about how much time you spend on social media, laughing, sharing, and commenting. These platforms are designed to capture your attention and, in doing so, divert you from your goals. Major advertisers on Meta, for instance, profit from your attention. They use both organic and paid strategies to keep you engaged. What you need to understand is what's behind all this. The world tells stories to capture your attention and direct it towards something that benefits others. When you understand this, you realize that you don't need to wait for opportunities, but rather create your own. Luck favors those who are in motion. It never finds someone who is idle. My story is an example of this. At 16, I realized that waiting for opportunities wouldn't get me anywhere. I got my first job as a sound technician because I decided to act instead of waiting. My first salary was 240 reais, and since then, I've learned that creating my own opportunities was the only way to progress. When I went to São Paulo, I created my own opportunities. In the United States and Europe, I did the same. In 2018, I conducted business in 5 countries. In Israel and Africa, I created new opportunities wherever I went. Instead of asking for opportunities, offer value. When you approach someone, think about how you can serve them. That's how you create opportunities. Those who create value first never need to ask. If you're in an environment and can't discuss a topic, it's because you haven't created the opportunity to study it. If you can't help someone with a contact, it's because you haven't built the network of opportunities. These are the things you need to create first. And remember, opportunities aren't given, they are created. When you look beyond the surface, understand the mechanisms, and create value, you become an opportunity creator. Those who understand this are the ones who thrive. They don't wait for luck, they make their own luck. This is the secret to success, not waiting for opportunities, but actively creating them. By offering value and understanding the systems behind things, you put yourself in a position of advantage, ready to take advantage of any situation that arises. So stop waiting and start acting. Turn your vision into reality, step by step, and create the opportunities that will lead you to success.